Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Ozzy. Once again, thank you for watching my YouTube videos. I want to make a second video. I just made a video about the ATF. Go watch that one and then come watch this one. So a local news station ran a story yesterday. It was an audio, and in this audio, a woman was dialing 911. When the 911 operator came on, of course they say 911, what's your emergency? She explained that there was a man in front of her door, knocking on the door, telling her to open the fucking door. She says, I need a police officer here now. And the 911 operator responds to her, we're not going to send any police officer at this time because we have none to respond to the call. And of course, to her astonishment, she was just like, wow, and she's still on the phone with 911 and saying, I need an officer here now. He's at my back door. I have 2 children. You can hear the children in the background screaming. Very scary situation. When you're home alone with your children and somebody's banging at your door, that's a very serious situation. Now, these police officers that are here to protect us, now they can't respond because they're not there. So what do you do in a situation like that when you need a police officer and they're not coming? I've always said this. When seconds count, cops are minutes away. I know we've heard that. I've heard that, and therefore I repeat it. And it's true. We are the first responders when it comes to crime. Somebody kicks in my door right now, I'm the first one to respond. I call the police. By the time I even get to my phone, call the police, the dude probably already killed me, robbed me, what have you. By the time the police get here, they're investigating my death, or they're investigating a robbery, or what have you. And so what do you do in that situation? That's what I do in that situation. That's why I chose to buy firearms. I have a Glock. And in the case of a situation where there's more than one person, I have my AR-15. That's why I chose to become a gun owner, because I do have 2 small children in the house, and I do have my wife, so I'm here to protect them. My wife knows how to use the Glock, not really the AR-15, but, she knows how to use the Glock. And she loves it. She feels comfortable and safe at the house by herself with our 2 young children, knowing that there is a gun in the house, knowing that she knows how to use it and things like that. And of course, we practice we try and practice on a daily basis. But sometimes, of course, we work and stuff like that. So we try and go every other weekend to try and go to the range and take shots. To try for her to get comfortable with that gun, and then of course myself, because this is my first handgun that I bought. And of course, if you can see, I uploaded a video the other day of me shooting the Glock. We, as people, need to take our own protection in our own hands. You should never rely on somebody else to protect you, to feed you, to clothe you, to educate you, or anything like that. If the responsibility falls on you, for all of the above, you're responsible for it. So, with that lady is all amazed in the audio that there's no police officers coming, well, it's on her own stupidity that she put herself in that situation to where somebody does come to her house. Now what is she going to do? She has 2 young kids there herself. What are you going to do to protect your kids now? Now, yes, granted, she didn't invite this person over. Hey, come over here and rob me, blah, blah, blah. Yes, but the thing about it is that you need to protect yourself and your children. Now, I've told people my self-defensive weapon is a firearm. Now, like I said in my other videos, yours might be knives. Yours might be a machete. Yours might be bug spray, for God's sakes. But that's a federal crime, by the way, if you use it the wrong way. But anyways, whatever it is that you feel necessary that, you can protect yourself. If you're a 100th degree black belt, you think you can fucking, then all means whatever it is that you feel that will protect yourself and your family, do it. But I can't really fight, so my firearm's going to protect me. And of course, if 2 or 3 dudes knock down my door, I think my AR-15, my 5.56 rounds will do perfectly with my 30-round mag. Anyways, so that's my thing, is that what if one day all police officers go away? What if they say, you know what, we're going to We're gonna strike. You know, the American people, take care of yourselves. What then? What if there's looting, Katrina, all sorts of stuff? What happens when that happens? What are you going to do to protect yourself when a police officer can't not get to you? It happened in this situation. And that was one guy trying to break into her house. What if there's 3 guys, 4 guys, 5 guys trying to break into your house? What are you going to do then? You know, you really got to ask yourself that situation, because it happens. You know, you got to ask yourself that question. What happens? What am I going to do if that happens? How am I going to protect my children? How am I going to protect myself? You know, these are serious questions that we need to ask ourselves. You see it every single day in the news. Turn on the news tonight, and you're going to see about a home invasion. You're going to see about people shooting each other out in the streets. You're going to see people getting robbed. You're going to see people you see it on a daily basis. It's like I said before, when I see these things, carjackings, people getting their homes getting invaded, you know, people shooting at, that could have been me. You know, I don't look at it and say, oh wow, you know, I'm glad that wasn't me. No, that could have been me. That could have been my home. You know, we have to protect ourselves. We have to be ready in case shit happens. You know, I know you've heard the saying, you know, prepare for the worst, hope for the best. You know, and that's the thing, is that's what we got to do. You know, like here in South Texas, we get hurricanes. You know, when it's hurricane season, when there's a hurricane out in the Gulf, you know, we board up our homes, we stockpile on water, on food, you know, things like that. That's what we do, and it's just in case shit happens. Now, we've been blessed enough to where a hurricane hasn't directly hit us, but in case it does hit us, the hurricane, we're prepared for it, because we have food, we have water, we have ammo, things like that. You know, in case something was to happen, you know, you put on your seatbelt when you go to work. You know, you have insurance. You know, you take medication. You exercise. You know, in case something happens, your body is fit. You know, that's why we do a lot of shit that we do, because in case it happens. So that's just my thing to you guys, is be careful. You know, I am going to post that audio in the description below. Go ahead and listen to it. You know, show it to your friends and your family. It should really shock you that this actually happens. And, you know, really ask yourself that question, especially if you have small children in your home. You know, ask yourself that question. You know, if you are watching and your wife stays home alone with your kids, you know, what happens if somebody busts down that door? Do you really think your wife, you know, can protect herself from a threat? From, you know, I mean, there's, you know, can she really do that? Can she handle that? You know, and I'm not saying that your wife's, you know, incapable of defending herself, but, you know, let's be real. Somebody knocks down your door, you have your kids, you know, either you have the fight or flight, you're going to be scared. You know, you got to really ask yourself that question. Are you prepared? You know, and if you say no, you gotta ask, you know, then that's fine, because not a lot of us are prepared. I might not be prepared. Just because I have a gun doesn't mean I'll survive. I can have a gun and I'll still die in a situation. Somebody kicking my door right now and just off me right now. I have guns in front of me. You know, what happened? You know, because I wasn't prepared. You know, we cannot totally be 100% prepared, but we can do what we can. We can do what's best for our family. And to me, my choice for home defense is firearms. And, you know, and I really do hope y'all can find something that y'all can protect yourselves from the criminal element, because we do need to protect ourselves. And like I said, watch the video, like the video, subscribe, share with your friends and your family, you know, so that way they can be more aware of this situation, you know, so, you know, they could be more prepared. And I appreciate you guys watching my video. Thanks.